gentlemen, we are live and direct from San Francisco, California, coming to you from BayVac, San Francisco Commons, under the umbrella of BayVac, and we're doing an open mic tonight. All right. I will be your host this evening. My name is Fija, aka the Micah Checker, aka the Believer, newly named, because I do believe that we can turn the Titanic around before it sinks. You hear me though? All right, so we're gonna have producers come up and tell you about their shows tonight. We will have musical artists come up and do their talents and share them with you. I will also be sharing my talents with you this evening. And I'm gonna start this off tonight as a true born and raised San Franciscan. So I will share with you what I call this spoken word called, "You're just a square." Nobody in the room here though, but you're just a square, no matter the color of your hair, no matter the cool clothes that you wear, you're still a square. You don't create styles, you just steal styles. No matter what you do, you're still a square. I'm tired of seeing all these posers moving into my town like they're movers and shakers when they're just culture vultures. I call them vibe killers. You can fake it with your money. You can overrun the village. You can move in all your cronies, but you're still a phony. Think you're cool because you got it now, money, housing, and all the power. Took out all the elders, women, and children, replaced them with your own. Now you call my home your home? You might as well be looting and pillaging, taking what's not yours, stealing my culture and trying to make it yours. You're just squares. No matter how hard you try to be cool, I see right through you and you're a fool. Robbing my territory with your dirty money, your financial robberies, modern day criminals disguised as businessmen and women. Go back to where you came from, leave my home alone before all the San Franciscans are gone. Transplant aliens, don't care who they hurt, long as they conquer. They take what's not theirs. Ghosts will keep you from peace of mind. Even when you are no longer close, the suffering you cause by displacement is yours to own. Long as the suffering you caused lives inside your spirit, you will have no peace, no peace, no peace. You're just a square. And life is a round circle, so everything comes back around again. Thank you. Thank you so much. So we'll keep it moving. And our first guest will join us. Greg Richardson, would you like to step up? And he's going to tell us about his production. He is a producer here.
Well, hi out there. This is Greg with the San Francisco Community News. We're so glad that you're tuning in to one of the best kept secrets in this the United States of America, dealing with your Constitution, Bill of Rights, and your Declaration of Independence, which gives you freedom of speech without being jailed. This is really taxpayers' money, tax with representation of community people that live across the nation that have a voice of what's going on in their communities. We air every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. and then again on Sundays at 10:30 p.m. Now, what our beat is about, for instance, local politics. The biggest news today across the nation is Israel is not going to surrender the land in Palestine. It's not going to get it. The United Nations has declared and will declare war on Israel. This is serious business. But see, you've heard it here on San Francisco Community News. The Bay Area Video Coalition, which public access television is better than good, better than most. Just pay attention to some of the shows you'll be seeing on Channel 76 as well as Channel 29. And if you're on the internet, you can go to SF Commons TV, where you can really tune in from anywhere in the world. When I first started here, it was just an accident. What we found was communities just got what the mainstream news media wanted them to see. And what was going on in your community, you didn't even know. For instance, if there was a housing opportunity and there were applications available, you found out after the deadline. If there were job fairs in your community and you didn't know, people came from all over the Bay Area, right in your own communities, and you didn't have the opportunity for the jobs. When there were college fairs going on, and all the kids, and the most important thing, by the way, is an education. And we actually need more people to become educators, especially in the colleges, because that's where it's at. If you're going to change this country, you're going to have to go that far, because the professors are the ones that teach. And after you get through those particular programs and courses, you come out, and those people you have taught remember what you taught them. For instance, so we used to have a political beat. We always followed the members of our government around, the assembly, the state, the city, federal representatives, as well as our local mayors, when there were no one else around. You see, public access was around. This particular channel was on the beat when no one else was. You didn't know what your government was doing, but we were there, out there, with 4, 5, 2, 7 C-SPAN. And they were like, "Who are you, man?" I'm like, "I'm a reporter." "Really? Well, what channel are you with?" I said, "The Bay Area Video Coalition, Public Access TV." "What's that?" Shortly, we had started with a show that's called Good News. If you look on the television today, that was about 20, almost 15, 20 years ago, they have good news stuff on. "Oh, this is a good news show." I said, "Well, I wonder where they got that idea." So what we do here does go a long ways. And if you watch the regular channels now, you know they're watching us because they have community news on. I mean, news that's really happening positive in the community. Job fairs, for instance. Hillary Clinton's coming to the Bayview Hunters Point, for instance. You're starting to get a little more access to information, which gears it up for you to be able to plan your future and access information. It's all about newsworthy, is about accessing information that you could utilize and informing yourself about what's going on around you. So that's what it's all about. That's what we do. We're out there. We're now working with the aging community, which is very important. We're all going to get old. So you'll be seeing more and more. And remember, our show airs every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m., as well as on Sundays at 10:30 p.m. And I want to say this to you out there. BAVAC, the Bay Area Video Coalition, is a giant. If you have a family or you're looking for a career, they don't only do TV. They do education as well, and high tech. where you can get a hand up instead of a handout. So we'll bring our host back up. Let's give our lovely host a hand. And thank you all for tuning in to TV 76 and 29.
Thank you, Greg. We love your show, and he makes a great point. I remember I would always hear about jobs like the same day, like, oh, they're hiring at the shipyard, and I'll be like, but I'm already somewhere and I can't get to the shipyard. And so these news flashes are very crucial to have a information source to let you know what's going on in the city. So we're gonna have someone else come up right now. Mr. Carl Bryant is another producer here.
First of all, I want you to know this is a representation of Carl Bryant, and they call me the Rat. And I'm known as the Rat because of my program, Union Buzz. That's right, Union Buzz. It talks about, thank you. Thank you very much. I thought that was good. Okay, that's good, thank you. Union Buzz is a program that specifically deals with what's going on here in San Francisco and around the nation, how it affects us as working class people. But tonight, the Rat's gonna talk. And the Rat's gonna talk about our administration here in San Francisco. And specifically, the latest programs we've been doing have been on the POA, or the Police Officers Association here in San Francisco. It's been very, very, very convoluted. You've heard a lot of things the police department has put out. But if you're watching my show, you got the real deal. And as a Rat, I'm going to tell you what the real deal is, because I got ears. Rats are running all over the city, and they listening to everything, and they report back to me. You know, the big king rat at Union Buzz. The king rat at Union Buzz. You got that? The king rat at Union Buzz. And here's the latest. The latest is that the Blue Ribbon Panel and the Department of Justice is going to shut down the POA. That comes from the Rat. That's the Rat talking. That's the Rat talking. Go, yeah. The Rat, yeah, I need cheese. Who got the cheese? Give me my bucket here. Yes, I do have the cheese, because every rat that does a trick gets a treat. All right. And that's what we're about. The rat that does the trick gets the cheese. And I'm getting it. So the program Union Buzz comes on every Friday, not every Friday, but every first and third Friday of the month from 6 to 7 if we do a long show. If we do a short one where where the Rat just rants, where Carl Bryant just rants, you can listen to him. He gets his information from me, the Rat, and you can get that in the 20-minute segments that we do on the first and third Fridays of every month. 6 to 6:30, or 6 to 7 if we have a guest. Now, besides that, I haven't got the cheese. Oh, I did get my cheese. Okay, I got my cheese, and I don't know if I have any more tricks. The only one I have left is that my buddy here, Goat, come here. Come here, Goat. Ah, yes, this is my buddy. And when you see him, you see Carl Bryant, not the Rat, because I eat dogs like this. I'm a real rat. I'm a real rat. I eat dogs like this. All right? Because we pretty big rats here in San Francisco. And when I refer to rats, I'm talking about the big rats that run the city. And thank you very much for listening. And be sure to tune in the first and third Friday of every month, 6 o'clock, 6 to 7, or 6 to 6:30, the first and third Fridays of every month. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Carl Bryant, Union Buzz, please do what you say you're going to do. because I will just interject my own personal opinion. I don't think that they can be rehabilitated. I think they need to be disassembled and recreated. I'm speaking of the police departments all over the United States, because they've been built on a platform of corruption, and so that can't be cleaned up. It must be dismantled and reorganized as something serious to protect the people. And the citizens have to start, the village, people didn't act a fool in the village because everyone in the village was watching, right? If you acted retarded, you would get kicked out of the village, or you would be made to act correctly and you would fall back in line. So, if we all police our own villages, then we'll be that much further ahead. We can't depend on others to do what we should be doing normally and out of heart and soul for love for each other. I'm also the host of the One Love Movement, by the way, and we air every first Wednesday at 6 and every third Wednesday at 6. So you can tune in and check me out. Trying to keep the spirit of one love alive. There is only one love, many rivers, but they all lead to one ocean. One blood, one air source, one water source, one earth source. It's only one. However you get there is your choice, your decision, your freedom of choice to do so. So, we have to pull together. We're not on this planet alone. We're on this planet together. I'm going to bring up the new guys. And so, new guys, step forward.
Thank you. And first of all, I agree with a lot of the stuff you said about gentrification. That was really cool. And I'm actually going to be doing something I wrote about the Bay Area. So, shout outs to you as like an elder who's from the Bay Area. And this is called The Pimp and the Panther, because it's just kind of about like the Bay, kind of how I see it as like a place that's like got a long history of, political struggle, but also like a big like culture of pimping and like macking. So, this is called The Pimp and the Panther, okay? I'm from the land of the pimp and the panther, where Huey Newton used to pimp female panthers. People deny it, but can't detail the answers. This where teenage girls sell their bodies, retail dancers. We got a Mac culture, and it's an insane cancer. Drug abuse so widespread, fourth graders smoke till their eyes red. It's a new year and already 9 dead. Oakland's where freedom fighters shot up dope after they shot down the ghetto bird and gave us hope. Inspired a generation with a spirit of hope, but change was denied because the generation was caused by the coke. Coke that's cooked down and mixed till the rock's ready. It had blocks rock steady, selling ready rock at many Glocks ready. Racist cops ready to turn heads to spaghetti. Though heroin in the mix in its grave, burnt lungs, needle pricks, and AIDS, because junkies won't hesitate to reuse the needle tip for days. Won't hesitate to reuse the needle tip, and the rock calls fiends like free jewels. They'll steal a fifth, and these fools hooked ain't an arm you could reach them with. Black men getting locked down, they didn't plead the fifth. Panthers got guns to free them with, lunch to feed them with, and knowledge to teach them with. But who would have thought that godlessness would leave them robbed with this? Panthers selling out for scholarships, while others fathered kids with a mindset far from his. Panther Cub syndrome, he conscious but can't stop the sins. 1,000 kids just like Pac, enshrouded from light, a parent hooked on rock. Impounded in the ghetto, ain't no fair shot, surrounded by concrete and metal. But that's the life that we got in the land of the pimp and the panther. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate this.
Hassan, thank you so much. That's the truth of the matter. And everyone's truth is truth. What he sees is the truth. That is his reality. That is his experience. And before I bring up Ron Bermudez, I just want to say, what a blessing. We are coming to you live from San Francisco, California, my friends. So whoever's clicking your dials and you coming on to this, you came on to the right channel, because this is the only place that is happening right now. Ron Bermudez is a longtime producer here at San Francisco Commons. Come on up, Ron Bermudez, join me. Salsa, salsa, la música, mi gente. Tráelo, por favor.
Okay, thank you very much. The last time I was here, I forgot to share with you guys a story that's unbelievable, okay? Thank God I had thousands of witnesses, or else I wouldn't believe it myself. Around 1970, in fact, it was 1976, and I was promoting a big event of La Raza Rock Festival at the Cow Palace. So right 2 weeks before that, they invited us to a celebrity softball game, okay? So since I was working at KSFO with the Giants, with the 49ers and all that stuff, I got to play in that game. And I ended up playing third base. So, you know, I'm too busy trying to make sure I don't screw up. And I'm trying to worry about, looking at the Cow Palace, am I going to fill this place up in 2 weeks for La Raza Rock Festival? Is it going to be empty? So I'm worried about all that stuff. So anyway, for some reason, maybe I was too young to realize what I was doing. Excuse me. I went up and I said, I'm going to hit a home run in honor of my upcoming event of La Raza Rock Festival. And I promise you I'll hit one. And I said that, man. And I'm like, okay. So who is playing first base for me when I'm playing third base? Willie McCovey. And I'm like, oh, shit. So I'm a pitcher, but I'm also a third base, right? So when I throw the ball, I snap my wrist and it pops on your glove. So, you know, I'm used to playing with everybody. Nobody bitches about it, right? So the first thing that they do is they hit a ball to me, and I go, whoosh, and I pop Willie McCovey, and he goes, why did you do that? And I'm going, oh, shit, sorry. That's the way I'm a pitcher, man. I slap it, you know, boom. So he said, okay, well, watch it. Oh, shit. So then next, I'm up, home run over the center field, and over the guest that was playing center field for the celebrities, the center field for the Red Sox. So I'm like, wow, I hit a home run over the head of the guy. Now, one of the salesmen at KSFO was smart, and he knew that I was only like the second minority, you know, playing there and being very popular at the station. So, you know, he knew that all the, see, in those days, all the places like KSFO, they were controlled by 3 white families. And you went there were the uncle, the aunt, it was like that, okay? And so finally we were breaking through, right, in 1976. So he knew that they all hated me, so the salesman, being a salesman, he went and told all of them, who wants to bet against Ron Bermudez that he won't hit a home run? The freaking guy got 20 people to bid $100, and he made $2,000 on my home run, man, that day. Can you believe that? So that was one thing that I wanted to tell you guys, because, you know, it happened, and I happened to have a group of the kids from the mission that were helping me promote the thing, so they were my witnesses, and some of them are still alive, and some of them are still in San Francisco. Most of them are gone, you know. They can afford to live here. So anyway, I wanted to bring it up because I think it's very interesting how we people that educate ourselves and everything else, we're so much into what we're doing that then we forget something like that is important, you know, to bring it up, especially in my program. So now I'm going to take my life in my hands, and I'm going to get in touch with Willie McCovey, see if he remembers me, and interview him and see his reaction to this whole thing. Okay, so the other thing that I wanted to bring up was, what year was it that Bayback took over the channel? 2009. 99? 2009, okay. Since, yeah, a little bit before 2009, I was able to get my first Mac computer, so I could put the Final Cut Pro in there, right? So from that time to about 6 months ago, I've been bringing in DVDs, and that was it. So all the new producers never saw me. They didn't know who I was. I just came, dropped my program, left. That was it, you know. 7 years. So now when my computer broke down, and I have to come here a lot. And I tell them I was the first TV producer on Channel 29 that actually got a big hit of a program in one day. That's the way I broke into here, because the band that I had in this special that I brought in here were, remember, this is 1973. Santana, Azteca Malo were like, wow, you know what I mean? And I had all their big musicians and that videotape. So, you know, people called this station 24 hours a day to keep that program playing over and over again. And that's how I became known. And that's why the people of Channel 29 started respecting it, because they said, Jesus, this guy just got us to, nobody knew about public access. We're talking about 1973. I didn't even know. And I was like involved in the community. So it gives you an idea of what a big impact the musician from Santana, Azteca, and Malo had on them with that videotape, okay? So first of all, I want to apologize to all the new producers because I wasn't here the last 7 years. I was just bringing DVDs. So now when they see me and they hear that I was the first, you know, big producer here that actually brought attention to the public access channel, they go, I never saw you. I don't know who you are, you know? So I want to apologize to them for that, and I wanted to bring you guys the story of Willie McCovey and me. Oh, I forgot the best part. Then he goes to bat right after me, right? And he only hits a double. Oh, shit. You know, when he hit a double and I had hit a home run, he looks at me like, yeah. And he called me, what did he called me a hot dog. You know how they call people that want to be, and you know, the most important hot dogs? And he said, you're a hot dog, watch out. Because the next time, he was so pissed off that he hit a home run, not out there, but against the big ceiling way back in the Cow Palace. And he goes, see, that's how you hit home runs. So, you know, it was really, really funny. So anyway, that was my main purpose, to be here, to apologize to the new producers that don't know me and that keep asking me, but I never saw you. How could you be the first producer? Huh? Oh, I will. But that's part of it. Because I know, but that's part of it because, you know, my relationship with the producers is very important, you know? If we're not tied together and we don't know who we are and everything else, and what we did, why are we here? And that was the idea. I already talked about my program, how from the moment that I came on, I brought a lot of attention to public access channel, okay? So thank you very much. I love you guys.
You know, we're going to keep it moving a little bit. I'm just going to fill up some space right now because I would like to share something special with you. I called it a love poem. It's kind of kitschy, glitchy, corny, right? But it's called Diamonds Are Forever. Diamonds are forever, and I'm gonna be one. Hard as rock, clear as crystal, and on everyone's wish list, and I'm gonna be it. You're gonna make a diamond out of me yet, telling me I'm not the best. After all the stress, illuminating the darkest corners of your mind where no one's been yet. Not here to hate, only shed light and spread wealth. Mental health, spiritual strength. Can there be anything better than that? It's not mine, so I can't claim it. I don't own it, but if I have it, I'm obligated to share it. Make me an offer, I must refuse it, because the knowledge can't be sold to anyone for purposes of abusing it. Therefore, let love shine, let hope rise. Love lives through all hell and never dies. I repeat, love lives through all hell and never dies. You think you know, but if it's not love, it's not the truth. It's not a secret you must dig to find. It's the first thing obvious on your mind. So easy, it's hard to find. Now you ask the question, why is that you can't find the most obvious thing on your mind? Because you've been trained by mankind, not the divine. The light, the love never ceases to shine on all mankind at all times. It's your moment to receive it at any time and be the diamond that shines. Love lives through all hell and never dies. Diamonds are made in the fire, shine so bright. Find your light. Find the first thing that's on your mind. Love is life. Hey, hey, woo! Thank you, thank you, thank you. Been waiting to share with you. Jameel Patterson, please come forward, because I've been holding the space warm for you. All right, all right. He's going to talk about sports, ladies and gentlemen. Tell us all about it.
Speaking of sports, she kind of strong. Yeah. See how it sounds. Yeah, but she say, I talk sports, but I actually don't really just talk sports. I run, or I'm a part of 3 programs. Let's Talk Sports, Let's Talk Community, and Black Spending Matters. And even from the sports aspect, sports is really about community, more so than it is sports. It's about how sports affects us, right? And a lot of times we try to connect with the everyday people. And the funny thing about it is, I brought more black people through here through sports than all of the politics, So sports connects with us in our everyday life as well. You talk about racism and things. Me and another white guy in San Francisco, we love Joe Montana. So with that, let me get started, okay? Pipe dreams from dope fiends about how it used to be back in the day. Keep it going. Yes. Pipe dreams from dope fiends about how it used to be back in the day. The past is a dream, it seems, while we're waking to a violent nightmare of reality. See, a man of the world find tranquility. He began meditating and set his mind free from the criminality of society. We often grow up violently, wishing for the life money brings, the finer things. Got guys plotting crime sprees, risking the ability to even be free. Caterpillars hope to grow wings, to better fly over everybody who wants to forever crawl on their belly. That's one. Y'all want to hear another one? Yeah, okay. Okay. This one right here. I like that little rhythm right there. All right. This one is called Moonlight Dreams. As I wish on stars above, motivated by streams, a feeling so natural and organic. Within its currents, I can feel the rhythm of the planet, stirring my energy, creating a synergy. It's Mother Nature's magic. As she conjures for me a beautiful path that's destined, I just have to trust in and don't cloud my inner knowing by second guessing. I'm Destiny's child, the blessing is my question. Today a man with nothing smiled and asked me, how am I doing? Honestly, I'm thinking about fortune and 2 women. One of interest and a relative, while my mind is racing around the object of my affection. My direction is my first obligation. So I quiet my mind so when the you and I verse speaks, I can listen. One more? Okay. All right, cut the music. All right, let me see. Let me ponder a little bit. I think I'm going to just stick to where I was at. Okay, now we're going to go with this one. This is it, like Michael Jackson. Moving towards my final destination, like Eddie Murphy trading places like stock exchanges. Mortimer, we're back in the gaming. Remember coming to America. For the better things in life, we striving like Damon Wayans. We take away the shaming and bring life to colors like Keenan. Only have eyes for that Wonder Woman, and when I look in her eyes, I'm dreaming. Her gateways allow me to exit this world of demons, and for a brief second, if only for a brief second, My mind racing like Jesse Owens, putting myself on bigger stages as the theater of life plays in. Cheers. I'm going to a place where everybody knows my name, and they always glad I came in. Yes, yes, I'm telepathic. I can send messages like telecommunications through brain waves in. That's why niggas wear stocking caps to protect their thoughts in. I don't know if I want your honesty. Why? Your honesty might not be the truth, just a lie that got you misdirected. People plot mental invasions. That's why I won't entertain everyone's conversation. One more and let it go. One more, okay, one more. I'm working on, because I ain't really memorized my words. It's my words and I can't memorize the shit. But she make me feel better though. I really don't think I'm a performer like that, but we go with the flow. So why ask why? When you know the answer's deep down inside, but some try and deny and hide behind a lie. But I seek the truth even if it makes me want to break down and cry. I despise what they advertise, steadily misleading the youth into being good fellas in a life of crime. When the aftermath is dudes snitching on their own wise guys. It's got to be a better way. I'm trying to get rich like the Wolf of Wall Street and learn how to make my money work for me because money never sleeps. Animal Planet, we ant-men like Michael Douglas, only left with our basic instincts. And with that, sometimes strong men get blinded like Samson and misled from their quest and turn to the dark side like Anakin. I'm losing my religion like a Mason, trying to free my mind. Am I speaking on technologies before my time? I protect my thoughts because I exist in a world where crabs like to stab from behind. In the ghetto where niggas live just to die. Always outnumbered, but we still so survive. It's often the darkest before the sunrise. That's it.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And if you're just tuning in, you are tuned in to San Francisco Commons Open Mic Night. Live, coming to you direct from San Francisco, California. Hallelujah and amen. Thank you for the blessing to let us be here today, right? Because it's just wonderful to be alive. I know it sounds so corny, but I think what most people are missing nowadays is the fact that life is so beautiful. Like, how can you miss this, right? How can you miss this? They're trying to crash my party. I was having a good time, and then Clown 1 and Clown 2 decided to want to be president and things, But okay, leave that aside. So they say, how can we start the One Love movement? Very simple, my friends. I'm so old school. I say, look, when I see you walk down the street, I acknowledge you, I nod my head. I see you. Do you see me? Acknowledge. We just acknowledging each other on the street as we pass each other by. That's the old school way. That means I see you, you see me. We're here together. We're in this community together. We're not separate. We're not apart. Acknowledge each other as you go through life. Step number 1, One Love movement. It's nothing else but love. Love is life. Life is love. We have a guitarist for you tonight, this evening, in San Francisco, California. David, would you like to step forward? Yeah. Dennis, I'm so sorry.
Last time I was here, I talked about one of my musical heroes, which was a guy years ago. It was an old man then from Oakland called Jesse Fuller. It was a one-man band, and he was fantastic. And I thought I'd do a couple quick songs about another guy. Maybe some of you have heard of Oscar Brown Jr. Guy had more talent in the little finger of his left hand than 99.9% of the people on the planet. He was fantastic writer, songwriter, singer, conductor of orchestras, and he put words together in a way that nobody can. well, you hear what I mean. So I usually do pretty happy gentle songs, and I'm going to do this one because it's Halloween. So, anyway. Permit me to introduce myself. The name is Mr. Kicks. I dwell in a dark dominion way down by the river Styx. The devil has sent me here because I'm full of wicked tricks, and I'm such a popular fella among all you lunatics. I teach a course in ruination from the devil's text. To fools who can't withstand temptation, step right up your next. I'm hell from a hot old hellhole down along the river Styx. Look me up anytime, the name is Mr. Kicks. When an old cat starts a-prowling out among the young lambs howling, don't you know he's looking for kicks? When a young cat full of sly chicks spends his evening chasing sly chicks, 10 to 1 he's looking for kicks. Kicks is always in demand because Kicks is full of fun and laughter. Lots of folks get out of hand because there's so many kicks. They're after Shady Lady and her lover, operating undercover. She knows sin and virtue don't mix. Her mama raised her prim and proper now. Wild horses couldn't stop her when she's on a manhunt for kicks. Looking for kicks, nothing but kicks. Who can put phrases together like that? I'm Satan's sinful servant sent to get you in a fix. I hail from a hot old hellhole down around the river Styx. I mean, and this one, he even does a little better. Hazel's hips are a concert of contours and curves as she slips to and fro around the table she serves. I eat 6 meals a day in this crummy cafe, 'cause I see Hazel that way. Hazel's eyes are divine and her hair is so fine, but her hips bring the tips. Hazel's hips have a rhythm so gently controlled that her trips to the kitchen are joy to behold. I love to just sit and gaze at the way Hazel sways when she's carrying trays. Hazel's eyes are divine. Her hair is so fine, but her hips bring the tips. Hazel dips me, my soup serves me, my cup of tea, my heart flips when I see Hazel smiling at me. So I say, honey bunch, can I have you for lunch? But Hazel just gives me a hunch and says, don't hand me no line about you think I'm so fine, 'cause here's a tip. Hazel's hip. Oh, man. Thank you. Anyway, look. Oh, okay. Well, I don't do any of his others of his, but I don't know. Look him up sometime. Oscar Brown Jr. He died in 2005, but he was just incredibly talented. This song was a big hit by Jimmy Rushing in 1937, singing with Count Basie. And in 37, people say they had the swinginest band that ever existed. I mean, they swung. So... You leave me alone, you don't even phone, you're carefree as a bird in the sky. But what goes up must come down, and baby flying too high. It's all over town, you're chasing around, I'm gonna sit home and cry. But what goes up must come down, baby flying too high. You're gonna get your walking papers, it's too late, 'cause I know you so well. But when you're done cutting capers, you break down the gate, ring the front door bell, where you having your fling. You don't miss a thing, I see you on earth by and by. What goes up must come down, and babe, you're flying too high. You're gonna crash, honey. I ain't gonna be there to pick up the pieces. Then you'll find out what you do.
All right. Thank you so much, Dennis Campagna. All right. And we have someone else that will come up. Jermaine. All right. Jermaine Reeves, no doubt.
Yeah, I make words up like
Welcome.
Shakespeare.
All right.
Yeah, and nigganuity means I'm a nigga with ingenuity. Yeah, and I know y'all heard me say the N-word, so let me clarify it. It's an acronym when I say it, and it stands for I'm never ignorant getting my goals accomplished. Yeah, feel me? Like a breast exam, anybody? It's okay. But yeah, I was trying to be Donald Trump. You see the orange face. I was looking for a blonde wig. I couldn't really find one, so, you know, I'm a comedian / like Cordell Stewart, so I thought I would make my own character up. So this is who I am, and then I'm gonna get into it. First of all, how much time do I have? 5 minutes. 5 minutes, okay, because I'll be on CPT. Yeah, that's colored people time, I promise you. But yeah, I'm a poet, like I said. My character, by the way, I am Donald Trump's illegitimate transgendered son called Donisha Chump, you know what I mean? And I know it's only a few days from the election, but I think y'all should vote for my father, because I promise you, he gonna make America great again. No, he is. Don't do that. Don't do that. But yeah, did y'all just see that about Donald Trump, by the way? They just canceled an appearance he had at the local PCA here. Did you see that, Ann? Yeah, they were gonna let them do it, but they had protesters outside. They didn't want them to grab any of the pussycats. I don't know. So they say, hey, I don't know, man. I didn't make the schedule. I don't even work there. Breathe easy like an emphysema patient. Chill out, man. There's some around here, man. Anyway, I done told y'all too many jokes. So when I do my poetry, like my homie Jamal over there. Oh, my bad, bro. My name started with a J too. Yeah, your mom was into the Jackson 5s. Don't worry about it. Yeah, we all got named after them. Don't worry about it. Yeah. But anyway, I'm a poet, and I heard you doing some poetry, and I do a show here called The Brokest Dopest Show, by the way, because I'm broke, but it's dope. Something like that, stuff I used to sell, but I won't tell you guys that. Did I just say that? Oh, I'm sorry. Anyway, let me get this. I'm sorry, I be talking out loud sometimes. Yeah. Shh. Library quiet. Hey, use your outside voice, inside. I don't know. Hey, but here we go. Quick poetry because we got 5 minutes. Remember, I'm on color people time. This is called It's a Long Hard Road. And here it goes. I need my wine because most of the parties I go to, they got Hennessy and Corona. They got cheese and wine here. Toast to Ann. But anyway, it's a long, hard road when your soul craves freedom. You see, I be starving my demons to death. That's kind of why I really don't feed them. And you know, your opinions and buttholes, because you told me to be PC. I really don't need them. But if you was to walk a second in my shoes or hear a note of my blues, it'll have your feet and your ears bleeding. Because sometimes the misery, you know, I find myself reeking. And if somebody pull it on Hannah Marie Eubanks, Jermaine Reeves will leave them leaking. But I'd rather be teaching, leaving a life somewhere half decent. But instead, I grew up ducking the feds and throwing rocks at the precinct. What y'all know about that? And big bottles and sticks at the pen. So guess what? I laugh, tell a couple jokes, and hold all this BS in. But look, in real life, y'all, all jokes aside, I'm kind of more like James Baldwin. Because to be a semi-conscious black man in America is to be in a constant state of rage. And right about now, I'm almost fully conscious. So let me ask you something. Did they ever rape your people, put their DNA in your blood, then try to keep their foot on your neck to keep your face in the mud? Because if not, guess what? You can't tell me shh, because they ain't never told me shh. But Jermaine, you will never be shh. And speaking of that, shh, why you do it despite me, then lay down in the sun, risking melanoma to do what? Get brown just like me. Now my homie told me, look, Jermaine, it's the way that we shake and move. And I'm so old school, I still say stuff like, look, man, don't talk about it, show and prove. And Jermaine Reeves never attends a pity party. They called me racist once. Tell you the truth, look, I get along with anybody. Any gender, nationality, sex, or race. I'd be like, look, we could get along or get it on, or you could just get the out my face, like rich homie. Cause look, little homie, I really came out here trying to get rich, homie. And if I told you I was hard as a brick, but I cry like a chick sometime, and my life's been ugly, but I'm glad I got a beautiful mind. And this poem is one time for the people in the ghetto. You feel me? Power to the people. But anyway, while we here, y'all make sure y'all vote for my daddy, Donald J. Trump. Because, no, he's gonna build a wall around his forehead so we can't see that comb over he got. But y'all can tell I'm his blood, because look at my face. I look like my last name, Crayola, don't I? I see she been looking at me the whole day like, boy, is you retarded? No, I promise you, I was not panhandling before I got here. But anyway, I'm about to die, asphyxiate myself. That's about 4 minutes, 5 or whatever. Catch my show, 11 to 12, second, fourth Sunday. Do stand up, hand up, all that. I'm Jermaine Reeves. This costume sucks, and I promise you. Ooh, Lord, I'm about to die. I'm call the ambulance. Peace, appreciate y'all.
Jermaine Reeves, ladies and gentlemen, Jermaine Reeves. All right. All right. So I'm going to share with you something. First of all, let me just say this. We're voting, right? Every single day of your life, you are voting with your own life, with your own energy. Wherever you put your energy, that's what you're voting for. We're in this predicament because we have not been voting with our energy. We have been allowing things to happen. Just say, okay, as long as I can pay my bills and go to work, it's okay. But look what we created. So we have to uncreate this and undo this energy by voting every single day with your actions and with your own energy. So I used to be a taxi driver. I transformed into a yoga instructor and a Zumba teacher. That's my new career now. So, but for 20 years, I drove taxi in San Francisco. Mwah. I used to love my town. I don't know, I'm not sure anymore though. So I call this one taxi lady because this is a flashback to back in the days. I'm your taxi lady. I'll take your stress away. You don't have to worry, I'll get you there in a hurry. I'll take your stress away. I'll get you from here to there without a care. In the backseat on the phone while I get you home. Late again, I'll use my expertise, cut through traffic with ease. When it comes to driving cars, I'm the best. Show your appreciation with a tip. Taxi lady. I'll give you the best trip, the best ride. I drive, you ride. You get there in lady taxi time. I'll take your stress away. I drive, you ride. I'll get you there, short or long, I got you. Home, office, airport, no problem. Got problems, I'll solve them. Taxi counsel is free. Show your love when you tip me. Hey. All right. One love, one love, one love, one love, all day, all day, all day, all day. I said that, hey, because you know that's how you, in a taxi, that's how you're supposed to get down, right? If I get you there safe, alive, and I don't drink and drive, you should tip me, right? So anyway, that's my past life, though. I had to move on because they killed it. Like they killed so many other lovely things in this town. I can no longer do that because I would tear my hair out and go cuckoo. So I had to let it go. But for our closing act, actually I'll be the closing act, and I'm gonna sing you a song. San Francisco, this one is for you. And sounds like a love song, but it's actually a universal love song. It's only one love, many rivers that lead to one ocean. All our bloods run red. We are all one human race, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, San Francisco. Thank you for having this open mic tonight. Thank you for having us. Thank you for this moment. Have a moment with love. Are you with me? Have a moment with love. Any moment is a moment with love. Any moment that you're alive is a moment with love. Under the spell, ladies and gentlemen. Every girl needs a guy like him. So in love, he can do no sin. Oh please don't break the spell. Everything is great, let's keep it that way. So in love, he can do no wrong. Under the magic spell, so all things go well. Rock the boat, complain too much, or find too much fault. Find a reason it's not pleasing, and it all goes to hell. Under the spell of love, love is like magic. Everything clicks, everything fits. Under the spell of love, everything works. Life is perfect. Under the spell of love, it's like magic. The touch, the kiss, the talk, the walk, the jokes, everything works. Break the spell and the magic is gone. You can't bring it back. Everything is wrong. Nothing works. Nothing fits. It's all a struggle. I can't relate, start to hate everything about them. Things get strange. Things get awkward. I was under the spell. It was awesome. Everything was so right. Life so bright. It was no stopping us. Magic, magic, magic surrounded us. Rainbows and fairy dust were always in the air. Living life without a care under the magic spell of love. Don't break the spell. Life without love, black and white. Life without love is just another day. Bills to pay, be on your way. Go to work today, just another day. Please, oh please, don't break the spell. I'm in love, it's like magic. I feel the spell is fading. Magic is no longer living. Reality is setting in. I see your faults, you see my faults. Love is fading, magic is waning. Nothing lasts forever. I guess this magic show is over. Guess I'll go back to my corner, wait for it to be over, wait for the magic to come again, be new again, be under the spell again, in love again. Love is magic. Don't break the spell. Every girl needs a guy like him. He can do no sin. Magic. Don't break the spell. All right. Cheer, it's a mic checker. Yeah, DDX. You always knew it'd be me and you. Yeah. You always knew it'd be me and you. In this world, you always knew it'd be me and you. In this world, This love I have for you is greater than the Eiffel 2. And you know how we do. When I come to you, this love is so true. You know you can never hate. And this is how we date. It's right now, baby. You know, you know, you know, you know, you know, it was me and you. You know, you know, you know, you know, you know, it was me and you. I do, I do, I do, I do, I do love you. This is how I do love you. Yes, I do. Check. Cause you know this I love is I true from a true. When I look in your eye, I know it would be you and you and you and you and you. Look in your eye and I know what it do. And I feel you and I see you. It's always gonna be a me and you, me and you, me and you, me and you. Crashing through this world, don't you see? We've got to save all or none, or we'll be done. The whole world is you and me, baby, don't you see? It's always gonna be a me and you. No matter what they say or what they do, I never disrespect what we do. I always bring it to you. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been the Open Mic Show live in San Francisco. I have been your host, Fija, a.k.a. the Mic Checker, a.k.a. the Believer. One love to everyone out there. Please be grateful for everything that you have. And thank you for having us in your home. Thank you for the ladies and gentlemen that have come out this evening. We love you so much. I love you, and I love me. Peace out.